Welcome to the Veranda Financing Podcast. I'm Christine Mills, and I'm so happy you joined me today. Before I begin, I just wanted to ask you to please leave a review. I'll really appreciate it. And also to subscribe to the Veranda Financing Podcast. Today is a day of celebration. It is our 30th episode, and I'm so excited to actually be here to say I completed 30 episodes. This is huge. This is coming from someone who was so nervous to start podcasting and slowly building up my confidence. And I just want to give you all a moment to reflect on what I've done with this podcast, but also for you, if you are out there and you feel like you're playing small and you're pretty much hiding to not show people your true self or your brilliance, I'm encouraging you today to just come out little by little and share and be who you are, and to really, because the world needs to see what you have to bring. And I'm so proud of being able to have you on this journey with me. And I'm sure 30 more episodes of Veranda Financing will be different than it is today. And I thank you for being patient with me as I learn how to podcast. But I think there's still beauty in the beginning. There's beauty in figuring it out. And I think that's endearing. And I think it's something notable to just start. So wherever you are, I encourage you today to start. And today, as I said, is a day of celebration. But I will like to say, first of all, thank you. Thank you for listening, whether it's your first episode or 30th episode. I thank you for joining me on this journey. I really appreciate it. Today, we're going to discuss ways you can build your business in stages. The other day, I had the pleasure of visiting Frost Science Center in Miami. And I'm telling you, this is a pretty cool museum, Science Center. I love science centers. I'm a geek that way, but it was really neat. I like the fact that it was modern. I like the fact that it was interactive. And I also like, because it's in Miami, you're able to be in and out of the museum at all times because it's hot. You don't have to worry about snow, and all you have to worry about is rain at times, but that was pretty cool. And while we were on the top deck and I enjoyed just seeing the Miami skyline, I couldn't help but think of how much has changed over the years with South Florida, and notice how different the skyline was than where it was before. I've lived down here over 30 years, although I spent a lot of my adult life in the Northeast, but I lived in South Florida. I grew up down here. And I also noticed how there was still so much to be done to the skyline. There are a lot of cranes there. The skyline is continued to evolve. And I thought of Miami, I thought of Fort Lauderdale, and I thought of how much has changed too. The 80s was definitely like a Scarface-esque time down here. And now it's becoming like a cultural, sophisticated, international area of the country, which is really neat. But then I thought of small businesses because, hey, that's what I do. And I thought of how small businesses are always evolving. And you may start off in one way and then slowly change your direction, or even add or take away from what was already there. You may have to do some editing to hone in on what makes your business sing. And you may even have to collaborate with others to grow and expand your business. And as I celebrate our 30th podcast episode, I can't help but to reflect on these past 30 episodes and how I have evolved. And I started the first episode with such nervousness, and now I'm so happy and a lot more confident. And I met a ton of people through this journey. And some notable people I interviewed was one on episode 13. I interviewed Jackie Moselle of Moselle Clothing. And we discussed how she started her children's children's clothing fair trade company. And that was my first interview. So that was really neat. And then I interviewed Nana Spio Garbra of Blueprint Africa. And we discussed her design company that goes beyond a cliche African design. And then episode 22, I met with Dominique Broadway, which is pretty cool, of Finances Demystified. And she discussed ways to manage your personal finances while growing your business, which is very helpful. And I met with Harper Poe of Proud Mary. She stopped by on episode 26 and discussed her fair trade company and her new consulting firm that will help businesses and startups grow their fair trade companies. And most recently, I met with Lauren Milner on episode 27, who discussed the multiple ways you can market your company on any budget. Going forward, Veranda Financing Skyline will continue to evolve. I definitely want you to meet amazing entrepreneurs and creatives, and I will continue to help small businesses secure the financing they need. I'll also have more episodes dedicated to learning more about business financing and what it entails. After all, the name of the company is Veranda Financing, right? And lastly, I will help you grow through content. I love writing, so it's definitely always going to be a part of what we do here. With templates such as our business plan templates, which by the way, I have a shop on our website where you could get your business plan templates. I really made it easier so you could just go ahead, plug in the numbers, put in your information, and have something to present to investors. But I just, again, want to thank you for joining me. This is awesome, and I'm really looking forward to great things and how we could work together. I definitely want to do more meetups in the future, conferences, because I think there's a business in a lot of us, and we just need to be around the right people to draw it out. So I'm signing off, but I just want to say thank you for joining me on this journey. And to many, many more episodes of Veranda Financing Podcast. Thank you.